merciful and compassionate towards his creation, his own likeness, provided salvation as a medium for restoring man's lost life, giving him an edge and a form of authority over his accuser, the devil. We believe, with believing in Jesus Christ as the major tool for establishing the foundation of salvation. So Jesus is the foundation of salvation as established by God. The author of salvation, the Godhead, which is God the Father, is seen as both the initiator of salvation and the perfecter of salvation. In that, the Father glorifies, the Son justifies, the Holy Spirit sanctifies. Justify is equals to sanctification, and sanctification is equals to glorification. If we say salvation is the finished work of Christ on the cross of Calvary, how then is man accountable for something he enters not by his work but by grace? If we say salvation is the finished work of Christ on the cross of Calvary, how then is man accountable for something he enters not by his work but by grace? Now listen, it's the same as investing a large sum of money in a business and asking the manager for the progress, the feedback of the business which I invested in rather, after a stipulated period. God is an investor who has invested Christ to us and in us, to the world. And after our journey on earth, he will ask how we manage his business, how we took care of his business. He is too careful not to entertain any form of excuse about unfaithfulness while running the business as a result of our carelessness or non-challant attitude, because he provided us with every necessary resources we needed. Can you take one prayer? Lord, I will not put your resources to waste in this world that I found myself in. Can you take that prayer point, child of God? Can you take that prayer point? So man being a manager implicates him as giving accurate feedback of how well he managed the owner's business, which is God. What business is that? Salvation, which is rooted in Christ Jesus. It is true that Christ completed the trend of salvation, but man is answerable towards what he had done with the work which was done for him on the cross by the Messiah. Now, that is accountability of salvation. That is accountability of salvation. So the question is, am I accountable? Are you accountable? Yes, I am accountable, and you are accountable for salvation, even though it was not bettered by us. What are some of the problems accountability tend to solve? We won't talk about that. Now, many Christians believe that the kind of lifestyle a believer lives on earth does not really matter but his soul. But I tell you something, child of God, beyond every reasonable doubt, our lifestyle as well must portray what we confess as Christians. A Christian, remember, means Christ's representative. And that is the place of self-accountability, being responsible for your actions while living with purpose and vision. That is manifesting God's glory through doing His will. So you see, your lifestyle has a role to play in you speaking about salvation, in your work of salvation, in you speaking about the race of Christianity. Your lifestyle has a role to play. Now, I've not started talking about some of the problems it tends to solve. Number one is accountability keeps a believer in check. When you are aware that there is a day of judgment where everyone will give account, you and I and you, of his or her deeds while on the earth realm, we live consciously as not well. Can you pray and say, Father, give me the grace to live a righteous life? In the next 30 seconds, child of God, can you take that prayer? Give me the grace to live a righteous life. Give me the grace to live a righteous life.